This is AI Jim Ross, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a slapdick and get offended by anything on this show. And hey, slap nuts, if you do get offended, that's a you problem.
Hi, everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Booking the Territory unprofessional wrestling podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Whoo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man. Tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss Booking the Territory. Oh, yeah.
This is a one-man gang. You're listening to Booking the Territory Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. For today, we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from January the 9th, 1993. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on the video. For everybody out there who's been doing that, thank you very, very much. It does matter. And lastly, type a comment or two of what you like or didn't like or hate about the episode. It helps the channel grow. I don't care how stupid your comment is. Just put it in there. You can tell us you hate us, you love us, anything in between. We love it all. Put it in there. It helps the channel out greatly. I am sitting here with Hard Body Harper and Mean Mike Crockett from the Wrestling Podcast About Nothing. This was planned. Doc is on vacation. He's away. He can't join us tonight. We knew this ahead of time, though. How are you, Crockett?
Yeah. I'm getting so much like me time. I don't know what to do with myself.
There you go.
This is crazy.
Go to a Red Sox game.
He doesn't.
I live so far away now, Harper. You remember that?
You're like, oh, fuck, I gotta get a plane
across
ticket.
the state. Yeah. Hop on a train.
Yeah. How big is Massachusetts?
So what?
He does it again. He strikes again. He just said Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Jesus. It didn't take a minute into the show for Harper to mispronounce something. Say it again for us, Harper.
Massachusetts.
Oh, boy. What's the one? Bro, we were there. Okay, real quick, Crockett, before we get into it. We were talking to Darren, and I don't even remember the story that Darren was saying. And Harper goes, yeah, Darren, whatever. Did you pull out your Luigi board? And I'm like, it's called a Ouija board, not a Luigi board. Oh, Harper, that Grace King education is 16 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
That's nice.
Oh, by the way, congrats, Harper.
What?
I heard your complaints recently of the podcast, and I guess your letter reached the offices of Me TV, and Me Toons apparently is coming to New Orleans.
Bruh, here's the thing, bruh. It was supposed to be here on, I think, the 3rd of July.
Yeah.
And it didn't show up. They said, okay, we're pushing it back to the 9th, which is today. And I was so ready to watch it. So this morning I turned it on and scanned and she was like, fuck, it's not on there. I was like, okay, whatever. I come back, bro. It's not on here. It's been pushed back to the fucking 19th, bro. And this channel, because I've been going back and forth with these people on the fucking the Me Toons fan page. I was like, is anyone in New Orleans getting this? And they're like, no. I was like, okay, it's not just me. And they're like, I said, well, I don't even get this 41 channel on the antenna. They're like, well, I get it. I get it. I'm like, fuck. That means I got to go get a better fucking antenna.
Wow. I thought the saga was over. I thought it was just
no,
you got Toons now.
It's like Jason. The shit won't die.
Bruh,
I don't think it's coming.
I'm gonna get you an early Christmas gift when I come down there in July, okay? Or later this month, because I don't even know when this is airing. Oh, by the time actually this is gonna air a couple of days before X-rated. So anyway, the BTT listener meetup. If tickets are still available, go to Wildcat Sports and Entertainment on Facebook. They may be sold out by now. I know I've been saying that, but they had been going quick. But there may be a few stragglers. I'm gonna get you an early Christmas gift, and I'm gonna get you a good antenna that you can scan and get everything you want, including Me TV or Me Toons, whatever. Because it's
When's that
obvious.
gonna be? You see, because it's on the 19th and it shows with the 27th.
Well, it'll be a week later. Jesus Christ, you act like a fucking
I'm gonna wait the
4-year-old.
goddamn week, bro. This is important.
Okay.
Just smell it.
Just
You get
mail
Amazon
it.
Prime, Mike.
You know
needs it
what?
in a
That's a
day.
good point. I could just send it via. I need your new address though, so okay, I could do that. I can make that happen.
How good of a antenna is it?
I mean, they. I know several years ago, I think I sold it online because I had bought one for one of our TVs here that I didn't have like cable hooked up to at the time because we didn't have this back. This is back when we had cable, so if you didn't have the cable box, you could. You had regular channels if you scanned, but the antenna I had wasn't real good. So I bought a pretty decent one, and I think I got it off of Amazon, and that motherfucking thing picked up. I think I told you about it, Brett. The amount of channels that thing picked up, I was like, holy crap. Now, I'm in a major metroplex. I mean, two big, huge cities, so it picked up a lot.
You get Dallas and Fort Worth.
Well, my point is that not just that, but this antenna was, it was literally picking up anything and everything. I mean, there was channels on there. I can't even remember them now, but there were so many channels it picked up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, who needs cable? This thing's got everything. The only thing it didn't have was ESPN. So anyway.
Right, you know what they have? Like, there's like 6 or 7 home shopping network channels.
It's like,
who in the fuck is still watching this shit on an antenna?
There's still boomers out there that are alive watching that on an antenna.
We got Becky from Topeka, Kansas. Hey, Becky. Hey. Oh, my granddaughter would love that dress. And then, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Have you heard of Amazon, bro?
Hold on. This is the same guy who needs an antenna to pick up Me Toons, and he's like, what the hell is wrong with these people?
But I can't see these cartoons anywhere else because, bro, they got the GoBot cartoons on there. You can't find that anywhere.
GoBots?
The GoBots. Wow. Yes, and they got those old school Hanna-Barbera cartoons that you can't find anywhere.
All right. I will make sure I get your new address and see into sending you a nice antenna.
And I can't fucking look at it because these motherfuckers here, bro. Fucking hoe-ass motherfuckers, bro.
So now you're harassing people on the Me TV Facebook group instead of telling other people in the World Class group about Brian Adias.
Brian Adias probably has fucking Me Toons and fucking Denton.
They sell the antennas right there in the Buc-ee's.
Right. He's probably sitting in the fucking break room at fucking Buc-ee's watching fucking Grape Ape and shit.
All right, on that note, I want to give a shout out to Disrespectfully Classy, Marky Blassie, Mike Chody, Joe Ice, good old Justin. Thank you for your generous support on Patreon each and every month and being the largest sponsors of this show. And then I want to give a couple of new shout outs. So we got Kay Jones, who is a new Hall of Fame patron. We got Barncat Milo, who moved to annual and bumped up to being a Hall of Fame patron. Micah K, he's a current Hall of Famer. He went from month to month to annual. And then Time Traveler 19, also a monthly patron, went to annual during our birthday month last June. So if you are not a patron and you want access to the Clash of the Champions that is going to air the day after this or the 2 days after this on our Patreon feed. You got to go to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Not only will you get that clash, you get all the previous clashes, all the WCW pay-per-views we've done to date, dating back to when we started this show, with the exception of Starrcade, because those are on the free feed. All of that is available on Patreon. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. The ECW shows, the NWA Power shows, along with the world-class shows with Lance and I are also available on Patreon. tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Don't miss out. Get all that audio gold from there. All right. Crockett, no 5-star reviews this week on Podcast Addict or Apple Pods. So, unfortunately, that is the case. I did have one in email, and now I can't find it for whatever reason. So that is my bad. I'll have to do some research because it's not popping up. I thought I had it in my notes. Crockett, you got anything, or Harper, you got anything before we get into this week's episode of Saturday Night on TBS?
No, Bugs Bunny's on there right now.
How do you know that if you don't have it?
Because you go on their website. It says, like, this is on right now. It says Bugs Bunny is on right now, bro. And it tells you what the episodes are that's going to be on there.
Okay, so what?
Remember the fucking baseball episode?
Oh, yeah.
That's on here. It says a baseball Bugs. I can't fucking see it.
They don't have a feed on the website?
No, bro. There's no YouTube channel. If you have Spectrum or whatever, no, you're fucked. It's not on the cable, nothing. If you don't got an antenna, you can't. Oh, they got one app that's called Finley or Frindly or some shit like that. It's like $6, but bro, fuck you, dude. It comes through an antenna. I'm not paying for this shit.
$6 flat or $6 a month?
It's $6 a month.
No.
And it's something else I gotta fucking get, and then I'm gonna forget I have it, and I'm gonna be, man, bro, I'm just so pissed.
Wow. Sorry I brought it up.
So angry about the Me Toons.
I thought it was gonna be a joyous occasion. I'm sorry I brought it all up.
He is so mad about the Me
This shit ruined my day,
Toons.
bro. I even went and bought. There's an antenna. It's what do they call it? Amplifier that you hook up that makes it stronger.
Right.
I still don't get that goddamn channel.
So are you supposed to? I'm confused. So are you gonna get it?
We're supposed to be getting it July 19th.
Okay,
but they keep pushing it back on you.
Exactly.
But you still need an antenna.
That can get this guy bullshit channel 41. Hey, you know what this channel is, Mike?
What?
I fucking looked this channel because I never heard of this goddamn channel. This is the fucking channel that if you're some tourist in the fucking hotel room that does like the commercials, like only 20 minutes away from downtown New Orleans, there's Mike Mills swap tours and go to such and such restaurant in the quarter and all. That's what this channel is. It's some like tourist info bullshit.
So they changed it and they're making it the Me Toons channel.
See, that's the main thing that's on this channel 41, and they got what's called sub channels.
Yeah, like 41.1 and .2.
Gotcha. Yeah.
41.6 is supposed to be Me TV Toons.
Well, maybe by the time this airs, you will have calmed down and would have seen a few episodes.
No, dude. This shit ruined my day, bro. I fucking woke up like a kid on Christmas Day waiting. There was nothing.
So
I
even if
got the goddamn thing from Best Buy and shit, fucking nothing, bro.
You went and got what from Best Buy?
The amplifier thing, bro. For like $20.
Well, why do you need me to send you an antenna if you already got one?
Because apparently the fucking it ain't doing shit because that channel 41 isn't coming up, and everyone else is getting it, but fucking my ass.
Is everyone else getting it in New Orleans though?
No, they get that channel 41, but there's no 41.6.
Okay, so I'm so confused right now because he just said it's gonna drop on the 19th. It's coming out on the 19th, but now he's saying you could get it on 41.6.
Motherfuckers around here, they get channel 41 on their antenna, but the sub channel 0.6 they don't get, and that's what Me TV Toons is supposed to be coming on. But the thing is, I don't even get the goddamn 41, bruh.
Okay, so you're not even getting 41 right now. I see what you're saying.
Right. So even if we did get it, I still couldn't fucking watch it. And I guess my antenna's just, I don't know. I pay like $25 for it. You know.
I mean, that's
whatever.
That ain't, all right, we're gonna have to see about.
Bro.
Looking
So
for
Harper got out his TV tray this morning, his Lucky Charms, and sat down in front of the TV and nothing.
Wait for some fucking Yogi Bear and a fucking what's the one fucking Andy Gator or whatever the shit his name was.
Did you call in to work today for this?
I fucking almost did, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm thinking if this shit shows up, bro, I ain't moving from this fucking sofa. Unless I gotta take a shit or something. Fuck that.
Let me ask you a question. When this thing starts coming through, are you going to be just ready to start a podcast on Me Toons?
Oh, fuck, I could do that, bro. No doubt.
That's going to be the opening of the show every week. Doc's gonna let me tell you how this is gonna go. The next day he's gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you want me to say? The man likes Me Toons. But every week, I mean, he don't have kids, bro. He's got more time on his hands than we do. You know, we work shoot jobs.
Mike?
I'm gonna scan for it when we're done.
So does I saw Boston has it too.
But Crockett is not he's from there, but he doesn't. I don't know. But
how far away are you from Boston?
Like an hour.
Yeah, I don't know, but that might be too far.
So what channel is it where I'm at?
Hold on, bro, because I look at this website a couple times a day, bro. I ain't gonna memorize by now. Bro, when I go to my little browser thing, it just pops up.
Hell of an opening we got going on here tonight.
Okay, Van Hammer farted and fucking
we're gonna get the Van Hammer
crossbody and okay, wait.
We're gonna get the Van Hammer. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's see. All right.
I'm gonna piss him off. I'm gonna scan for it when we're done, and if it's coming through on my little pissy antenna, he's gonna be so pissed off at me.
I mean, you're gonna get it. Okay, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Massachusetts.
Okay. Fuck, you only get it in fucking Boston.
All right. I get Boston channels. I mean,
okay, it's WMFP 62.3.
Okay, yeah, I know MFP. Yeah, I think
there you go.
They used to have a local wrestling show on that channel.
Right, yeah. and they got it in Springfield, Holyoke.
Who? Holyoke.
Holyoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it. Just the fucking streaming app. Okay, I'm gonna look up Texas.
Look up Dallas. Look up Dallas. Everybody's on edge listening to this worldwide.
Wants to hear this dumbass shit. I mean, how many times can we keep fucking rolling the same turds around?
You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised.
All right, Texas. Let's see. Amarillo by morning. Nah. Bro, they got a fucking Biloxi, Texas. Okay. All right, Dallas. You got it at KAZD 55.3.
55.3. I need to write that down. 55.3. Me Toons. Let me type this in my notes. I won't forget. 55.3 Me Toons in Dallas. All right, I got it. Okay.
Okay, let's see. I mean, they got other. They don't have it in fucking Fort Worth.
I mean, if it's in Dallas, you'll get it in Fort Worth.
Sweetwater.
The cities are close enough.
El Paso, Houston, Laredo, Lubbock, Odessa, Tyler, Longview. That's not by y'all, huh?
No, it's not too far, but it's not close either.
I mean, Waco has it, but I mean that's not by y'all. That's where that crazy guy, that guy David Koresh.
Yeah, that's a few hours away.
That's probably why he shot them cops up, because he couldn't get the Me Toons in.
Okay, come on. That's not. All right. let's get into this week's episode. Jesus
Well, the
Christ.
good thing about this, if he starts reviewing the Me Toons on the show, he will have actually have watched the product instead of kind of bullshitting through it like he does
Right.
with the WCW.
Well, in fairness, he does watch the pay-per-views and clashes, so that
Yes.
does make it.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Harper, we got a clash that needs to be. It's probably a good thing Me Toons isn't going to be available for another 10 days for you down there because the clash we're doing next Tuesday night. So, yeah, more on that later. I'll remind you this weekend.
Didn't we
the
just
day
do a
before.
clash?
We did the Starcade, and then I think we did one right before that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean we've had Halloween Havoc thrown in there too, so we've had a few, but Clash was.
There
on
was
the
a
free
clash
feed.
on November 18th. So
Yeah. So that was after that was right after Havoc. We did the Clash. So, all right. Tell you what, let's get started on this week's episode. Again, this is January 9th, 1993. It was taped December 14th, 92 at Center Stage. So this is the second half of the taping from that day. The voiceover intro tells us that we will see more of the U.S. title tournament. They're still calling it during the voiceover the Contender Tournament. We then go to JR and Larry Zbyszko, and they tell us we will see highlights from Vader defeating Simmons for the world title. We actually talked about that last week. Harper, you weren't with Doc and I when we reviewed that show. But Vader defeated Simmons, and that's that. Harper, I paused it here on the intro because Larry Zbyszko's tie. Can you make that out?
Yeah, some polka dot tie, bro. He must do that shit on purpose.
Of course he does.
Just to be an asshole.
Same purple shirt, though, huh?
Yeah.
It looks
Fuck, that's all you gotta do is change your tie.
It's true.
Because they didn't think anyone was gonna be seeing this shit fucking 30-something years later.
Of course they did. That's why he had the Stooges tie on last week.
I actually went back and looked to last week's show to make sure it wasn't the same purple shirt. It was a different purple shirt. It was a different hue. So I went
shade,
back and
okay.
checked that because I know you guys would be very interested in that information.
We would be. Someone,
Yes.
you're trying to be funny. Someone would either email me, shoot me a message on Twitter or Facebook to let me know that. So there you go. You saved me some trouble because they always send me the answers to Harper's questions that Harper doesn't care about 10 seconds after he asks. I'm like, oh, thanks. Can you DM that to Harper? No. I mean, Luke Hawks. DM it to him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we immediately go to the first match. It's Marcus Bagwell versus Bob Cook. Check out Bob Cook's episode on Live and Live in Color with Wolfie D from several months ago. It's pretty good. Let me go to you, Crockett. Any thoughts on the opening matchup here?
Cook is awesome, man. He's got great bumps, great punches, and he took a bunch of the match. I mean, not much to the match, but yeah, Cook got a lot of stuff in, and he looked pretty good. If he had a different body type, they might have done something with him.
I've said this 100 times about him. He is really, really good in the ring, and it's a testament. Remember when they put him under the mask in that clash we did when he was what tag team was he a part of? I can't remember which.
The Infernos.
No. It was a team that
was it the Headhunters or something?
I think so. I think that was. Yeah, and they couldn't show up, so they put him and someone else under a mask as to be the Headhunters, and at least I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was. To me, that's a testament to, all right, this guy's good. I mean, I know it's a BS gimmick that we're just throwing him out there for this, but at least they threw somebody out there talented enough to, go on I'm going to call it a major event, although it's, I don't know, it's a clash, but still, you know what I mean. Anyway, they did throw him out there. He's good though. And you can tell he's just not some lame dude who's, they pull off the streets. But I think I'm like you, Crockett. I think it's just I don't know if it's the body type and the look that he just had for that time period. There was no way. It was really going to be hard for somebody like him that just had his look to get a push.
Oh yeah, for real.
I mean, they would have had to he would have had to have some kind of really weird gimmick, and I'd be afraid of what they'd throw on him with some type of weird gimmick, because I think of people like Max Payne, who we'll see shortly, and that's a terrible gimmick. But
he would have to have a hell of a lot of personality.
Right. Yeah.
Because to make up for his physique.
But he knows how to wrestle. Like, you watch some of these enhancement talents that just, we've seen them over the years and recent years, not even from the studio days, that just don't know what they're doing. Bob Cook's not that guy. We've talked about that a lot. All right. Well, the finish is Bagwell backdrops Cook. Bagwell with a hip toss, drop kick, and eventually a fisherman suplex, 1, 2, 3. After the match, JR says, don't forget to call the hotline. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because he mentions an update on Ric Flair. Now, I don't know what specific details they were giving out on that week's hotline, but as we all know, Flair is not far away from returning to WCW as of this moment that we're at right now, because it's January 9th. So, I don't want to spoil it for people who are just doing this for the first time with us, but Flair's coming back soon, and we can leave it at that. And that's going to make little Doc's little pecker just, if I say so myself. Anyway.
So, yeah, I think he had just had that loser leaves match on Raw against Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair. So, well, no, actually, I think it was it's a couple of weeks later, actually, the 25th of January. But, that happens at the beginning of 1993, and I think he's back in WCW a month or two later. Yeah,
it's not far off, and Doc's going to be doing the Jaworski Weekly, let me tell you, once his hero comes back.
The Rolex will return.
We still might do the Toot Toot because we got Arn here still, but yeah. All right, from there we see a replay of Dustin Rhodes' first round win in the U.S. title contender tournament from last week against Vinny Vegas, and then we see Tony Atlas defeating Van Hammer. Windham also beat Johnny B. Bad, and Steamboat beat Dan Spivey, for anyone who might want to know and care. So there's that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Sorry, just making a point. All right.
Could you stop it at 9:45? Did they change the theme music to play it with sound? New theme music, which may be even worse than the old theme music.
Okay, so I wonder if you were maybe listening to a version that was from the network before I played it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Let me play it, because this version that I have right now, this is, like not original tape, but this is something that somebody taped. But I have numerous episodes that are network versions that we also review from, so that might be what you're hearing. But let me play it so we can see what you're talking about here. Yeah, see that I think it does sound a little different.
Yeah, it's still terrible. But it just stuck out to me as like, because I'm pretty sure this is a TV version, because I see like the TBS logo comes up every once in a while on the show. But yeah, I just thought it was different and still terrible.
And you could if you're just watching it, looking at the copy that we're watching the video version on with, to me it's a little grainier too. It's not as clean, as a master tape would be. All right, from there we go to Vader. They show clips of Vader versus Simmons for the WCW World Title, and this is the title change. This is from December 30th of 1992. We only see about 90 seconds of the match. It's not like we see a large chunk of it. And the finish is Vader catching Simmons over his shoulder and delivering a shoulder breaker to Ron's already damaged shoulder, and Vader pins Simmons and wins back the world title. Crockett, did you have thoughts on this? Simmons' run is ended.
Yeah, oh, no. I actually looked this up and I got some information about it. So it happened in Baltimore on December 30th. And he was leaving for Japan to do the traditional January 4th New Japan show at the Tokyo Dome. So they had to get they wanted to get the title off him before then. He was actually supposed to do it the day before in Philadelphia, but Simmons for some reason missed the show. So they kind of rescheduled it for Baltimore, and that's when he lost it. It's just the finish is very underwhelming. I understand that it's like he has the injured shoulder that Rick Rude kind of talked about leading up to his non-match with him at Starrcade, but from what the clip they showed, there seemed to be no build up to like, working the shoulder or anything like that. He just like hit a shoulder breaker and pinned him just 1, 2, 3. There's just really it was just flat completely.
And last week we talked about the title change because they mentioned it. Eric Bischoff gave an update, but we didn't go over what you just did about the time frame with leaving for Japan and everything. It is what it is. I still don't think Ron Simmons, I said it last week, I'll say it again this week, Ron didn't get a fair shake with the title. That's just, what did they do with him after he won it? If anybody can tell me what was so great, it wasn't his fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming a certain somebody that's in charge.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happens to him.
Well, he's around, but you mean right when he won the title, or
no?
Now?
Like after when he lost the belt. Because it goes to the WWF in what, 96?
Yeah, he's got a while before he'll be in WWF.
Yeah,
everyone talks about the title change, but no one remembers anything other than that moment.
Ain't that true? Yeah, that's a testament to, like, again, not blaming him, but how bad the booking was for it, if you ask me. Everybody talks about the title change, and we did last summer when we were doing it. It was great. Like, those segments and how it happened, like, we were like, man, this is good stuff. But then after they put the title on, that's what pisses me off about what Bill Watts said. I told Doc this. Watts likes to say that, Ron lost his edge. He just didn't have that oomph when he won the title. No, you idiot. You booked him like crap. Man, like, I'm not trying to knock the Barbarian angle, but like,
mid-card guy,
man. Yeah. If you're trying to elevate Barbarian by putting him in with Ron Simmons, who's a first-time world champion, I don't know, man. I don't think they did Ron Simmons any favors. And I'm gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, and coming out of this, apparently there was heat on him because since he missed that show in Philadelphia, they had to fly a TV crew to tape it because they don't usually tape the house shows at this time. So they flew to Philadelphia for no reason. So that was more heat on Simmons. So
shit.
Yeah. So he was coming out of this.
That chap Bill Watts is hide, boy.
Yeah.
That was money coming out of his direct pocket because he got paid on what he saved them, and he didn't save them anything there.
No.
Man. All right, well, after the title change, we'll go to Vader and Harley Race, who have something to say. It's a quick promo. Here it is.
This man right here is right back at the top of the mountain. He is WCW Wrestling 2 times World Heavyweight Champion. He is going to totally dominate the WCW for the year of 1993 and beyond.
Vader is king of the world because I am Big Van Vader!
He's king of the world.
Just shut up.
Damn.
Fucking
Vader, man.
Like an asshole.
Jeez, he's still carrying this Me Toons thing through the whole show, huh?
He is frustrated right now, man.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, you saw the Municipal Auditorium, huh?
Yeah, they're going to be New Orleans, January 10th.
I was going to ask you guys, I listened to this, and as Tony's doing the voiceover for it, and he says, New Orleans. Now, which is the most egregious pronunciation of New Orleans to you guys? Is it New Orleans? Is that the worst one? Yeah?
Yeah, New Orleans.
But Tony says New Orleans in the voiceover
New
here.
Orleans. Yeah. New Orleans.
Let me tell you what's crazy, man. If Harper and I say it the same way, all natives do, New Orleans. But, Louisiana has parishes instead of counties, right? Well, New Orleans is in Orleans Parish. It's literally how... Yes, yeah. We have parishes. We don't have counties.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, we have parishes.
Yeah, because with the because everyone's Catholic, and so that's how they first cut it up, was into the different parishes.
Yeah, it's parishes.
And it stuck.
It operates the same as a county. It's just that's your parish.
Right. So like I live in Jefferson Parish.
Right.
And Mike lives in Dallas Parish.
No, there's no. So anyway, point that out because when you say it is New Orleans, and not New Orleans, as Tony said there, or you'll hear people say New Orleans. That's not how it's said. But the funny part is the city is New Orleans, but the parish is Orleans Parish. That's how you say it. Don't ask me any questions. It's just how it is.
So they're going to start redoing the Municipal Auditorium.
I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I tagged you in it.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
What are they going to do to it?
They were going to make it into City Hall, City Hall, but they said no. So I guess they're just going to redo it. So,
I mean,
so we still got a chance to go in there with a fucking drill and take some of those seats out.
It's even to this day, it could be a very nice building. That's all I can say. I guess it really is a nice building. It could be. I mean, obviously it's not nice. It needs a lot of work done to it at this point, but
a lot.
Yeah.
It's been vacant since Katrina.
I know. Well, that's why I said it needs a lot. But in its heyday,
and part of the roof came in during Ida.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work, man.
Oh man!
But I didn't want them to tear that building down, man.
We'll just change the brick to stucco. Change the whole
No, thanks. All right, let's keep going. So
right,
we saw an ad.
Review, Mike, just to review before we go on. It's New Orleans and it's Massachusetts. All right, we got it.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, yeah. And it's a Luigi board, not a Ouija board, according to Harper.
That's right.
All right, we got an ad for The Clash. Again, you can listen to us review The Clash at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. It'll air a day or two after this drops, only on Patreon, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Become a patron like all the cool kids out there. We then go to Van Hammer versus Randy Sledge. Jesus Christ. JR reminds us that Van Hammer is in the Thunder Cage Street fight at The Clash coming up tomorrow or the day after on our Patreon feed. And Hammer is also arm wrestling Tony Atlas at that event. As for the match, I hit fast forward. Hammer wins. Your thoughts, Crockett?
Yeah, he tries to show off some of his wrestling acumen and with mixed results. Like Jim Ross tries to say, he relied on strength and power early on in his career, but now he's getting some wrestling skills, and that was kind of the story of this match. But still did the old slingshot or sling shit suplex for the win.
Arm wrestling, huh?
The Hammer Rocks. The Hammer Rock suplex is what he calls it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Hammer Rock. It sounds like a Flintstones Fruity Pebbles flavor.
Yeah, it does.
Limited time only. Hammer Rock.
Can't remember if it was Lucky Charms at one point in time. I forgot years ago there weren't as many marshmallow types in it. It was only a few. It was only 7 or 8. And I remember over the years they started adding different ones. They're like limited time. The purple whatever. I forget what it was.
Yes, that was like a big deal.
Right. That's why I'm saying it.
That was a big fucking deal, dude. That was like, bro, did you hear they added purple horseshoes? Oh my God.
I gotta get it.
Come on. Do the Russians know about this?
Oh my God, yeah.
But you can go to Big Lot and get a bag of it's not Lucky Charms, but like of the marshmallows.
Dude, I've said that for years. Freaking, they have been losing out for years because when my kids were young, they would just eat the marshmallows. And I would always say, they're missing a marketing opportunity. Just sell bags of marshmallows. Put them in a little pouch. That way the kids don't overdose on sugar. Not that the cereal ain't already sugar laden, but just put them in little bags like you do potato chips or something. Because these kids would just pick out the freaking marshmallows. And I'm like, just why did
one, bro? That was good shit. Yeah.
I don't even remember that one. But I do remember the purple horseshoe.
Was it based on the cartoon? Pac-Man cartoon?
Oh yeah, Pac-Land.
Wait. That one's not on Me Toons, is it?
No. That's another
Oh my
one.
God.
Oh, I shouldn't have brought it up. Why did I bring it up?
You can't find that cartoon anywhere either for some reason. I guess the copyright because it's Bally Midway or what. But I mean, you can't. That's another one. That was one of my favorite Christmas specials. Stuff when I was a kid. When Santa Claus comes to Pac-Land.
Don't remember that one.
I got the game. I was playing it yesterday. On Switch. Where you're Pac-Man going through Pac-Land. It's like Super Mario Brothers before Super Mario Brothers. You're like hopping around and doing shit and whatever. Anyway, back to Van Hammer here with Tony Schiavone.
I love it. All right, so just real quick, I only need to play the last probably 10, 15, 20 seconds of this nonsense. First off, before we went to this, Tony Atlas asked Hammer, when are you going to take my challenge? And then in Hammer's follow-up promo, listen what he says.
Not getting a shot at me. I've climbed the mountain. I'm WCW strongest arm champ. And now he wants to take me on? Well, you're getting your chance at the Clash of Champions, Atlas. I'm bringing a lot of bass and a lot of treble, and I'm going to pump up the volume and blow out your speakers.
No question, heavy metal Van Ham.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, bro.
That was all right. I didn't mind that.
I mean, yeah. He probably thought that up in the backseat of the car. It's like, ooh, I got one.
I'm bringing a lot of bass and treble, and I'm pumping up the volume and blowing out your speakers.
I'm going to blow out your Pioneer speakers in the back of your 79 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Is that what Atlas will be driving?
Let's see. This is 93.
Yeah.
What would Tony Atlas be driving? Maybe
Wait, should we just check a Kevin Nash mic instead?
Maybe yeah. I guess like the 87 Cutlass.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, not the same body style as the 93 because he's, he wasn't smart with his money, so like he's not driving a brand new car. But
is the ceiling dropping off of it? You know how on those Cutlasses
Oh, bruh. Dude. When I had the Trans Am, right, is an 82, it had T-tops. And that was the same shit, bro. If I took those T-tops down, that dust would fly in my fucking face. Bro, so white trash, dude. So fucking white trash.
Every single one of those cars, the roof.
You put the tags in it.
Yeah. And even then, because most people, well, I don't say most people, a lot of people didn't have AC or the AC didn't work. They'd roll the windows down so the tax wouldn't hold it.
Yeah. Oh, God. I remember that shit.
Yeah, buddy.
Like that anymore.
No. You never do. You don't see it.
10,000 SUVs.
But every single, or trucks, like that's what everybody drives now. Like everybody, SUV or truck, everybody.
Well, yeah, cars are gone.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because the last time I was in New Orleans, Harper pulls up in a white Impala, and I'm like, I was like, is that the company car? And he just starts laughing. He goes, yeah, I know. He goes, domestic vehicle, white. That's the surefire sign of a company vehicle. Even though it wasn't. But yeah, like everybody drives trucks and SUVs, even if it's a small SUV. It doesn't have to be a big one.
No one makes cars anymore. Like, out of the big three, none of them make cars anymore.
Yeah, they do.
No. Ford just makes a Mustang. That's the only car.
No, man, they gotta have something else, huh?
Oh, look, dude.
Okay, I believe you. They stopped
making a Taurus about 3 or 4 years ago. The Ford Focus, that's gone. They stopped making that about a year or two ago, and the Fusion's been gone for about a year or two. The only car they make is a Mustang, and Chevrolet, the only car they make is the Corvette, bro. They stopped making a fucking Camaro.
No, don't they have that like? Well, okay, so I was gonna say, don't they have that like little bolt thing or whatever, Chevy?
No,
but
dude,
that's kind of like a little. little bitty small.
The Chevy Cruze. That's gone, dude. Bro, fucking look it up.
You're lying. I'm looking at Ford right now, and Ford makes the Mustang. They make the Edge, but that's like an SUV. It's a small one.
Right.
They make the Bronco. They make the Escape. That's kind of like an SUV, though.
Mm-hmm.
Explorer, Bronco. Bruh.
See?
Wow. Okay.
Chevy's the same way, bro. I don't think I think Buick and Cadillac, I don't even think they make cars, bro. I mean, Chrysler stopped. I mean, the only Chrysler vehicle left is that minivan. That's it. It has a Chrysler name on it.
Wow.
And Dodge is all truck, SUV.
See, like the Chevys, like those. They have the Malibu still. Chevy does.
Oh, do they really? All right.
I'm looking at the website right now. Yeah, I had to look it up. I was like, it is amazing though, just to think about that. That's crazy to think about.
Nobody wants to drive an American sedan. They see it as, my mom drove a Impala. My grandma drove a Taurus when I was a kid. I don't want to drive that.
I tell you all the time, I can't stand driving a car or sitting in one. Like just
I can't stand
sitting
getting
low
out of one.
Like, getting out of it.
Real,
and well, this is the thing that gets me. I've told Harper this a million times. I'm not like a big man. Like I'm not like obese or anything. I'm not like a huge person. But just like sitting down, I'm laying down. I don't want to do that, bro. I want to like sit up like I'm in a chair, and you can only do that in like a truck or a decent sized SUV.
Yeah, bro. I feel like I'm getting out of an X-Wing every time I get out.
He's gotta pull himself up by the door, and the door.
For real, dude. I'm not even kidding you.
I know. That's why I'm saying it. All right. Well, more exciting things to talk about here are Tom Zink and Johnny Gunn versus Mike Thor and Mr. Dick Dancer himself, Chick Donovan. Let me go to you, Crockett. Any thoughts on this?
I have a timestamp at 24:13 with a little botch here.
All right, we're at 24:10. What are we looking for?
I think you'll see it. Off the ropes. Oh, he just
Thor went for a leapfrog, and
look at this roll up. Like,
oh boy, what the shit is happening there?
Oh my god, dude!
So that whole sequence there. First, you start with Mike Thor goes for a leapfrog, and Johnny Gunn's short.
Tag out. Just
That was Johnny Gunn's fault on that leapfrog, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that might have been planned to spot, but when he spiked him, he kind of went like head first into the mat, and then that whole thing where I think Gunn was trying to, I don't know how to explain it really. He roll him up,
flip over.
Yeah, roll over him Let's
see,
hooks his legs.
He was trying to do that luchador
over him, kind of.
Right, he was trying to be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
Nope. So that's Johnny Gunn.
Oh boy.
Does he have like bushy eyebrows? Or is it like his brow like bone really like pronounced?
No. I think a combination
of
both.
The bushiest eyebrows in the world.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both, and a really bad looking 1990s hairdo that was pretty normal. I mean, look, his hair's not moving.
No.
Like, he's in the ring moving. He's in an athletic competition here, and the top of his head is like a goddamn, I don't know, it's like a Star Wars. It's like a Star Wars helmet. Or, yeah, Jimmy Johnson, not Jones. Look at it. It don't move, bro. It's like a helmet.
Jimmy Johnson.
Look at it. What's his name? Chick Donovan put his hand on the top of his head and it didn't move.
I think his forehead does stick out, huh? Like a caveman.
Yeah, it's like Cro-Magnon.
Yeah, like a Cro-Magnon guy.
Great babe.
Stop! You're gonna get him pissed off again, Mike.
Oh man. All right. Any other thoughts on this one? I got nothing but the finish.
Well, one point, Chick Donovan applies a bear hug, and you know how I feel about the bear hug. It just takes all the life out of the match. And to see Chick Donovan, this slick chick, as Zbyszko calls him in the match, applying a bear hug, it was just demoralizing. So the finish, you're getting to the finish now, and this is something to see as well.
So I'm not going to talk bad about Chick Donovan because he's the number one dick dancer, or one of. All right. But I hear you. All right, so we'll go to the finish now. Gunn is in here going double time. He had the hot tag was made to him, and he's chopping. He ends up pinning Thor with this Thez press after a very weak super kick from the Sleep Monster.
Man.
There it is. What the hell was that?
Bro, this is horrible.
Bro, you got to see the video version of it. Because first off, look at the super kick by Zinc. Watch that. And then Gunn jumps out of the corner to give the Thez press. I got nothing, man.
Just like their placement in the ring, it just looks like, Gunn has to stop and kind of readjust.
Man, dude.
And the Thez press should never be used by anyone ever. It's just a terrible, terrible move.
It looks like you're thrusting your cock in the dude's mouth.
Come on, man.
It's just trying to F his belly button.
Look at Gunn. Just look at him when he's doing the pin. It
does look gay, huh?
There's a couple thrusts there.
Bruh, I'll say this all the time. Knock yourself out if that's what you like, but I'm just telling you what it looks like. It doesn't look like anything that would be a professional move that would win a match, is my point.
No.
He gave him a mouthful and got the pin. I don't get it. It looks just a terrible move. It just looks terrible.
That's got to be something that he's given, right? He can't have come up with on his own, I want to do the fucking Thez press.
He probably came, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, somebody came up to him, maybe it was a rib. Someone came up to him, bunch of fucking hump the guy's breastbone.
You know how it is. People give you people. You should do this. You should try it. It's a rib the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before we go to the next segment, during the match, it was mentioned by JR that Z-Man and Gunn would be facing the debuting team of the Wrecking Crew at the Clash of the Champions. And for those who don't know, the Wrecking Crew was a team made up of Marcus Laurinaitis, so that's Animal and John Laurinaitis' brother, and Al Green, who was also Nash's partner as one of the Master Blasters. He was one member of the Master Blasters. As the Wrecking Crew, they were known as Rage and Fury. I forget which one was Rage and Fury. I don't even care. It's a terrible gimmick, and we're gonna see it play out, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. Yeah, boy. So anyway, more on that at the Clash. I'm gonna keep going right here. We got a promo here coming from Cactus and Tony Atlas. Here that is.
Yeah, this right here, though, Mike. This is going to answer the question about the lockers that you guys have been debating for weeks and months here.
There you go. So let's pay attention, Harper. Here it is.
Thanks, Jim. Well, Cactus Jack, this Wednesday night right here on TBS at the Clash of the Champions, you and your associates are going to be quite busy.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's going to be a big, big day. First off, the Barbarian steps into Thunder Cage. Just 8 men and surrounded by a whole lot of steel. Broken bones, buckets of blood. It's a type of carnage that I'm going to stick around and watch. Then Tony Atlas is going to prove the obvious, that it's he and not Heavy Metal Van Hammer who has the strongest arms in WCW. And finally, and most glorious of all, Cactus Jack is going to take that bounty off Eric Watts' head and stick it in my front pocket where it belongs, because Watts, I tell you, you're dealing with it, man.
I'm tired of hearing about this bounty and this money held over my head. Now everyone's going to collect it. If you're so sure of yourself, Cactus Jack, why don't we collect it here? Quit waiting for the Clash.
Oh, no.
Okay, for the record, I don't think that's the same lockers, though.
Oh, no?
Yeah, right. That's the same ones.
No, it ain't. Harper, you even said it. The lockers we saw, they look like they had been sanding down 2x4s.
I think they got 2 sets.
I do too. Like, I don't think that's the same ones.
Bro, that whole... It's fucking... Now look at this shit. Got a bookshelf on the side.
Look how it just fell.
Oh, my God. What's the point of having a prop when they can see it's a prop?
So yeah, just to explain for the people listening, like it looks like they are lockers, but but it's a set, so the lockers aren't really against the wall; they're kind of in the middle of the room. So when Watts ends up throwing Cactus into the locker just kind of falls over behind like the set.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, and it's I just counted. It's 3 lockers that fall, which really is weird. That it's just that section.
Not
that
real.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is it's probably cut into 3 sections. And you put them together like fucking Legos.
It is a TV company, so it's a prop. So it's not a real locker then. It goes back to what it's saying. Yeah. But it sounds like metal. It's not wood.
But it's not, they're not really in a locker room, Michael.
Oh, no shit. I knew that from the get-go.
So it's not real.
Obviously.
God damn.
It's not like the lockers at Grace King. I got it.
No. Just the lockers fucking anywhere. They're not real. Like, if you went to fucking open them, there's nothing.
Bro, we just had Eric Watts put Cactus Jack in a crossface, and we're not even talking about that. We're talking about this stupid prop of lockers.
Because how can you not?
Right.
Because the whole point of a prop is to hide the fact that you're really not there, bro. You know, like if you're watching, fucking Indiana Jones, and there's a prop of the fucking desert, you don't want to see Indiana Jones get thrown through the cloth, and then you see the fucking, the guy working catering.
Right, I got you. There. Yeah. Good point. Well,
damn, bro.
Watts puts the crossface on Cactus, and then Cactus is like 6'1", 6'2", depending on how tall you want to believe he is. But on that segment, when Watts pulls up, man, look how tall Watts is, man. That's a big son of a gun, man. He's a big bastard.
Foley, what did you go to high school with him? Foley is like
6'3".
He's tall. Yeah, he's like 6'3", 6'4". He's probably shorter now.
Right, with his back hunched over.
He's deceptively tall.
Yeah. So there was that. So we'll see where that goes. But Eric Watts is laying out cross faces nowadays on everyone, and this time it's Cactus. We go to Cold Scorpio versus Mustafa Saeed in the next match. Let me go to you, Crockett. Thoughts on this one?
There's this weird sign. It's probably going to come up in a second. Not even a sign. It's like a piece of typewriter paper where someone wrote something on. It says, Cold Scorpio will get warm tonight. Like,
oh, Lord.
It's only on screen for like a second. Here it is here.
Yeah, it's just like it's like copy paper.
Yeah.
Cold Scorpio will get warm tonight. He'll sting you tonight.
And there's like some kind of...
It's a scorpion.
That's supposed to be a scorpion.
He's got a scorpion on his tights.
Well, good for him.
I
he
don't know
just
if I
got
did.
arrested. Y'all saw that?
I didn't read it. I did see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Apparently, he was a security guard at a Love's truck stop, and some dude was smoking in there and something, and then it led to one thing led to another, and Too Cold put out a knife and cut this dude up and fucked him up.
Bruh, you were one step away from me not believing you, because if you'd have said he was a security guard at a Buc-ee's, I'd have been like, why
Those
are
are
you
loves.
doing this? Gotcha.
And a guy was smoking inside or something, and one thing led to that, and then Too Cold pulled out a damn knife, and he's fucked.
Did the guy die?
No, but still,
Okay.
bro, because I used to work security at those hotels, bro. And the moment you have to use something, it's over. Even if you're in the right, it's because you see, you can sue whoever's hiring you. Like, for instance, Love's. But fucking Love's a big ass fucking company. They ain't gonna hurt them if you sue them. And then and these security companies have insurance for shit like this. So in case shit goes down like this, they have insurance, but they're gonna sue the security guard personally. He's gonna be fucked.
I can't imagine they issue you a knife as a security guard.
Right, that's the problem. he had pepper spray and I think something else, and he had this goddamn knife on him and just fucking went to town on this dude, fucked him up bad.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah, dude. So like, even if he's found not guilty, you can still sue him in civil court. Even if the guy jumped on him, he was trying to choke him out of something, he can sue him in civil court.
Jesus.
Yeah, bro. But that's like when I work security. It's like, I don't want a pistol, bro. I do not want to have a gun and put in some situation that I'm not, that's not me, bro. I'm not trying to be a dirty Harry and shit like that, bro.
Right. You ain't no John Wayne.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm not some guy that has like dreamed of this fucking moment or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get through the goddamn night, bro.
Right. You're just trying to get through the night, get paid, go home, pay some bills, watch Me Toons.
Real, dude.
Watch Me Toons. Harper doesn't want to go to jail. He can't watch Me Toons in there, okay?
Maybe they have a good antenna in there.
Yeah, because I used to grab. I remember I grabbed this one dude, bro, and just threw him out the hotel. Like, fuck you, and just threw him out the hotel. And they're like, you can't evict people because you're not the hotel. I was like, fuck that dude.
Jesus.
And they called me up, and they're like, this is not Roadhouse, bro. You can't just throw people on the damn street, bro. Like at the bar. And a cop showed up, and the cop's like, look, bro, the next time something like this happens, just call us and let us handle it, because and that's what he told me. It's like, bro, they can sue the shit out of you. Like, we're protected. Right. You're not. Let us be.
Yeah.
Let us be that guy, bro. Don't put yourself in that position. And I was like, damn, they're right, bro.
So you won't do it ever again?
No.
Yeah, you hear stuff like that where people, like, if you're stealing from a place, like you're not after them anymore. You can't wrestle them
because
to the
they
ground.
don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if someone steals, like, let's say you're a security guard for someone at like Walmart, someone steals something. The security guard chases the guy out to the parking lot, and bam, somebody hits that fucking dude and fucks him up. They could sue the security guard for chasing him because you're the reason why he's running, because you're chasing him.
Yeah.
That's why when those people steal, nothing happens. They just stand there and just look at them.
No,
because
maybe
they're so
they
worried about getting sued.
I worked at a grocery store in high school, and I'll never forget. I don't want to say the store it was, but the owner was like, yeah, if you see somebody taking something, you should stop them. And I'm thinking to myself, if you think I'm putting my life on the line for a $1 bottle of shampoo, you can kiss my fat ass. Because I'm in the city of New Orleans, and you want me to stop somebody? Man, I will escort them out and say, have fun, bro. Enjoy that bottle of shampoo. I hope you enjoy that 6-pack of beer. I ain't stopping nothing. My job description is not security. partner.
I'm not Captain America, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm not Captain America. I'm not. Yeah. All right, back to Scorpio, because I could go on and on about that. Crockett, any thoughts on Scorpio defeating Mustafa Saeed here?
At 34 even, he does like the up and over in the corner. The hang time on that is just unbelievable because he almost doesn't make. He's like waiting in Saeed, and Saeed is like taking extra time, and he barely clears him. But thankfully, like he was able to hold himself up there. But he had huge hang time on that up and over, waiting for Saeed to kind of come in and hit the buckle. So that was very athletic. Come on, it's too cool. Scorpio. He's read the beginning of his career. Does a lot of very athletic things you haven't seen before. And yeah, like I said a couple weeks ago on the podcast, he was like, at the time, you see the 450 for the first time, you're like, what the fuck is going on? It was just unbelievable seeing this guy early on. That's all I have until the finish.
Yeah, he was an athlete. No other way to say it. So the finish, he slams Mustafa, and then he kicks him and then hits him with the front flip off the top. Scorpio wins by pin. No surprise there. It is what it is. From there, we go to Barry Windham. And, man, this is phenomenal. And I want to talk about it after we cover it or after we watch it, because I just think Barry is broken record time, but he's so damn good. He's with Tony Schiavone. They don't call it Up Close and Personal, but let's go to that now. Here it is. It's a little lengthy, but it is definitely worth watching and listening to. Here we go.
Windham, we are going to take a look at a tag match, Barry and Flying Bryant against the World Tag Team Champions Ricky Steamboat and Shane Douglas. And Barry, there's been a lot of bad blood between you and Dustin Rhodes, but I think this tag team match will bear out that it's really even intensified as of recent weeks.
Well, Schiavone, you keep bringing up the term bad blood and compassion and all this. Well, I'll tell you what, this is something that's been a long time coming with Rhodes. Now, what's happened is he has interfered in my matches. I have never done that to him. This whole thing started out on his pretense because it was a mismatch. It was 3 against 1. And I lost the World Tag Team Championships to Rick Steamboat and to Shane Douglas because of Dustin Rhodes.
Let's take a look at the videotape, the tag team match that I've been talking about. Here we go. Now, this was a part of WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Ricky Steamboat, Shane Douglas against you and Flying Brian. Right now, it's Flying Brian making the tag to you.
That's right.
Shane Douglas is in there. We're going to see Shane on the outside, and that's really where this tag team match changed around.
Exactly, right where he belongs. And the reason that I've got Brian Pillman as a partner of mine here is because we had to prove something. Brian Pillman, I know, is one of the best competitors out there. And he's someone that you can depend on when the going gets a little rough. Now, right here, Rick Steamboat seems to have things well in control, but I'll tell you, that's not the story at all. We already got rid of his partner. His partner's out on the floor.
There he is,
Pillman and I, because it is a tag team match and that's the way it's matched, 2 against 2. We're going to do something here to take care of him. I may be out on the floor right here. Now, Shane Douglas has been fighting me the entire match, and now I see him. And he's going to get up. Look, he's trying to hit me right there. What? So I'm taking care of myself, and I'm taking care of it. Oh, my what?
Well, it's a DDT on the concrete floor.
A DDT? I bounced his shoulder off the floor.
Well, during the match, Shane Douglas did not get back up. He was out, and now we've got a 2-on-1 situation.
That's right, and we've got Steamboat right down on the mat where we would have taken this match from them if it hadn't have been for what's about to be seen.
Okay.
Rick Steamboat is no longer in control.
Well, he's a man that always fights from within. There you see his partner, Shane Douglas, holding his head. He had really taken the brunt of that DDT on the concrete.
It's his shoulders, Schiavone.
He's not going to be coming back.
Wow.
Wow.
I want you to look at this. Now, when do you see Dustin Rhodes ever do anything like this? I turned around, and Pillman was ready in a position to where he could make the pin. He was ready and ready to go.
Almost.
And you know how close that was right there?
That was a very close. That was 2.5, 2 3/4 count right there.
And Pillman listens. Right there, we're talking to each other. And we're planning our next move so that we know exactly where we're going. Pillman is one of those guys you can count on.
There's no doubt about it. Great teamwork here. You got a 2-on-1 situation, though, and that's basically showing the dominance of your team. 2, and now, look here.
Schiavone,
Dustin Rhodes.
We are tagging out legally. It's a tag team match. And right here, as you can see, Dustin Rhodes, again, where he doesn't belong. Look at him up on the apron. What is he doing up there? Well, you give me an explanation what Dustin Rhodes is doing out there.
He's checking with his friend Shane Douglas, who obviously is still on the floor.
You know what? I call my friends on the phone when I don't find out how they are. I don't come down and stick my nose into their business, Schiavone.
Now, we're going to see Dustin get up on the apron of the ring.
Look at him. That's twice. That's
Steamboat,
twice in one match.
Steamboat will make a tag here, not realizing Dustin was the man in the corner.
Now, look, the referee's trying to keep Dustin Rhodes out of the ring. So I'm just trying to help the referee right here keep him out. What does Rhodes do? He comes right into the ring. Well, every time I see this, I get madder and madder about it because Rhodes shouldn't be there at this point in time. He ought to be back in the dressing room sulking like he always is.
And now Dustin into the corner. The referee said, let the match continue as it is.
What match?
Well, you were hitting him, Barry. Apparently you wanted Dustin to come in, and now
I wanted him in the ring. I was trying to get him out of the ring. He's not supposed to be there, Schiavone.
And now Steamboat comes in, and now we have a wild 2-on-2 going on right here now. And Dustin,
a 2-on-2. The other guy's laying outside the floor where we put him. How many do you count out there?
We want to take a close look at what happened at the end of this match. I'm sure it's something you're never going to forget.
Up to this point, we had the match well in hand, and we were going to win. We would look at that. Dustin Rhodes kicked me in the face. Now, when is a boot illegal? But watch this. He's got a cast on his left hand. He hit me right in the jaw with that thing. I haven't been hit that hard in years, Schiavone.
There was a 1-2-3.
Yeah, well, 1-2-3 this. Dustin Rhodes, that cast on your hand is there for a reason. And I guarantee you this. You may have gotten the upper hand for about a 3 count that night. But next time you decide to step into the ring on one of my matches, you'd better think again. Because this thing is not over. And it's going to go for quite some time because I'm going to make sure that you feel the pain, and I'm going to relish every single second that I'm giving you pain. Dustin Rhodes, that hand is just a start. It's going to be the rest of your body, and it's going to be your career because we are going to meet again, face to face, one-on-one.
I mean, Barry, why was Dustin allowed to tag there?
I don't know. I'm a referee on an extended hiatus, Mike, and I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's not quite as egregious as what will happen down the line with Flair stepping in for Vader and losing to Hulk Hogan. That's coming in a couple of years, but yeah, it was a little strange how he was just able to suddenly become part of the match. Like the referee was trying to keep him out, and then he just decided, okay, why not?
Yeah, like Barry's blaming Dustin for their tag team failures, but then they show the footage for, if you're not watching along with us, Windham and Pillman is taking on Steamboat and Douglas was DDT'd on the floor. So somehow
it was the shoulder, Mike.
Shoulder, okay. Dustin gets on the apron like he's now Steamboat's partner, and he's allowed to be tagged in, and Barry's just trying to fight him off because he's getting in the ring, which is what he should do. And the ref's like, oh, no. Okay. At first, the ref's like, no, that's fine. Or no, you can't do it. And he's like, all right, we'll let it happen. So Dustin's allowed to be a part of this match, which means it's a joke. And then in the end, Dustin hits Barry with a cast, and Windham gets pinned. And the whole time I'm like, why is Windham the babyface here? The babyface is or the heels here. The babyface is just cheated. This was bizarre. That's why I say Barry was so good, because he like made some really good points throughout this whole thing. There's no reason why he is the heel. Like, Dustin doesn't look right here. And this is multiple times now where we've seen this. So I guess that was my point.
Yeah. You go into this thinking that, Barry's going to spew a bunch of bullshit. By the end of it, you're like, he is completely justified in what he is saying.
Yeah, for real, huh?
He's justified like Harper is with his Me Toons.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Yeah.
I know.
Stop bringing it up. Fuck.
Here we go. We keep going. Shanghai Pierce and Tex Slazenger are taking on DDP and Vinny Vegas. This match is billed as the Battle of the Bullies.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out why. I mean, I understand it's two heel teams. Why are they together? Why is this a match?
I get why they're together, like the two teams. I mean, but because they have that's continuity. But the best part of this was the finish, and because Battle of the Bullies, who have they been bullying?
Yeah, they never said it was for a title shot or something like that. Like a reason why these two heel tag teams are they just end up going nuts on each other. Like there's no justification for it, and then 6 minutes later, they're hanging a guy.
Yeah, I don't know what we were trying to do here. This was odd. Anyway, the best part of it was the finish. All four guys are going at it. Schlesinger hangs DDP over the top rope with a bull rope. That's why I said it was the best part of it, because we really got some heat there. Whenever you this is crazy. Whenever you hang a man in wrestling, it's like, holy shit. Like when they hung Tim Horner and Smoky Mountain, or they hung Dr. Tom and Continental. It's like, oh my God, boy, we're really getting some heat now. So anyway, DDP's being hung over the top rope, and Vegas hits Schlesinger with a chair, and the ref says, nope, that's it, double DQ. We had a hang in and a chair shot, so it's a double DQ.
Yeah, and it's like I'm guessing the follow-up is not much, if at all, but I guess we had to wait and see. But it just escalated from 0 to 100 for no particular reason, really.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it at all. From there, we go to Tony Schiavone up close and personal with Vader. Did you have anything from it, Crockett? I was just going to summarize it.
Dude, why the fuck Tony Schiavone looks like the kid from Problem Child? Doesn't he?
Exactly. He's got the shirt.
Why is he dressed like that?
And his hair, the whole
He looks like a little kid that's going to take his fucking class photos for like the second grade. Okay, don't smile.
You gotta get a split screen of the kid from Problem Child and Tony Schiavone.
Harper, send me a pic of Problem Child. I'm taking a screenshot of this right now.
I mean,
because
that shirt, bro.
This is amazing.
The fuck?
First, the look on Vader's face making the V sign, and then Schiavone just. Oh boy. Okay. Continue. What were you about to say, Crockett?
This is soft-spoken Vader for this one, which, I mean, I don't know. It was different take. He's sitting down. He's got still got the mask on, but he's got like a polo shirt and just kind of a more laid back Big Van Vader this time. Yeah, he's pretty laid back. A couple of clarifications. They talk about him being, I think they said a first round pick NFL. He was actually a third round. If you notice in the beginning, he has a ring on. Well, you can see the ring there a couple times. They mentioned that being a Super Bowl ring. It's not a Super Bowl ring. It's an NFC Championship game ring. They lost the Super Bowl to the Steelers. His team did at that point. So right here,
Colorado, he wasn't on that.
He was on the Rams.
Oh, so that's the NFC Championship ring.
That's what I'm taking it as, because I don't know that for a fact, but he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Right.
So, and when he played, I believe was when the Rams won the NFC title game, and they played the Steelers. I forget the year in the 70s, but they played the Steelers in the Super Bowl. The Rams lost. So that is not a Super Bowl ring, unless they were giving rings to runners up at the time, which I don't know for that if they were, but that is not a Super Bowl ring. If anything, it might be a
conference ring, don't they?
Maybe that's what I'm saying.
I think you get a conference ring, but I mean, no one talks about it because who the fuck, you know?
Right.
If you don't win a Super Bowl, who gives a shit? But yeah, I think you get a conference ring.
So anyway, it just that clarifying. But he makes fun of Sting. He says he will give Sting a rematch because Vader still wants the King of Cable. They're pushing that. I don't know why. That might be the last time we hear about it. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And then Vader does put over Simmons. He says that I'll give Ron Simmons a rematch. And he says he and Harley are currently devising a plan where Vader will be the longest reigning champ in history. And that was that. Did you have anything else from it, Crockett?
No, it was pretty... It was a different kind of side of Vader.
Yeah, he's not screaming. He's just cutting a not monotone, but low level type promo. He's not all excited.
Bro, they made 3 of those fucking movies, dude.
Problem Child. Movies?
Jesus Christ.
The third one's a different kid, I think.
God damn.
Remember the second one? They had the girl. Like his little sister or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking dumb shit, huh?
They made a lot of dumb movies in our day. They make a lot of dumb ones
you ain't
now.
lying, bro.
I mean, there's not like I hate when people go, "Oh man, the movies back in our day were great." Bro, they had some stupid movies when we were growing up too.
Dude, just think about some of those movies. Just think about pitching it to them, like fucking Teen Wolf. You know, like, oh, okay, he's gonna be this kid in a high school, and then he's gonna turn into a werewolf. He's gonna start killing people. No, he's gonna be like a cool werewolf.
And just win a basketball championship.
Yeah, and he's gonna be great at fucking basketball. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go with that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like Ghostbusters. You know how stupid that sounds? Like if you were gonna describe that to like a film studio.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like you hear people now, they talk about movies. They're like, "Oh my God, that movie's so stupid. We'll make them do that." And then people romanticize the movies when we were kids. And I'm thinking to myself, all of the dumb movies they made when we were kids. Remember License to Drive?
Bro, I watched that last week.
God, that movie was stupid if you think about it.
Stupid, bro.
It's so stupid.
Yes. They wrecked the car and
right.
And they just laugh it off like ha 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 ha. The fuck, dude?
It's stupid. It is so dumb.
It is fucking stupid, bro.
But we watched it like I've seen that movie 100 times when I was young.
Wait, so that's Heather Graham in that movie?
Yes.
What?
She's like super, super young.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up now.
Yeah.
You ever seen it?
She was
Crockett?
the girl he was chasing after.
I mean, it's just you're right about Teen Wolf. Oh my God! And didn't they make a second one?
Yes.
Yeah, with Jason Bateman.
Yeah, it was his cousin.
Just so stupid.
I think at the time, because that's when Michael J. Fox he fucking blew up, so they couldn't get him. So it was Jason Bateman played his cousin, and he's got the same whatever condition, and then instead of basketball, it was boxing.
That's right. Yeah.
He was on a boxing team, and I think the only original people for the first one that was in it was the uncle. Well, the dad, which was his uncle, he like drops him off to go to college, and the fat dude,
Francis Buxton.
Yeah.
It's another
it's
stupid
my birthday,
movie.
Pee-wee, and my dad said I can have anything I want, and I want your bike.
God, what a stupid movie, huh?
That movie's fucking heaven, bro.
I love that movie.
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
I love that movie. It's so stupid and beautiful.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Nothing is as good. I'm sorry. Weird Science is the king of that era, though.
Oh, yeah.
That movie, we got to do a review. We have to do it. Bro, when they are showing off and they are making what they think is the second Lisa for I forget Martin, what's his face? The other two guys.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. and his buddy. And they're going over the proportions of the body and stuff, and they get to the breast and he's like, guys, all right, what do you? And they both go, bigger tits.
Yeah.
That movie is ridiculous. Like the funny part, that movie was catered to us, and we were like 10 and 11 years old. And I'm like, bro, if they made that movie today for like 10 to 11-year-olds, moms against kids seeing things they shouldn't would be out with pitchforks. Like, you can't make this. This is not right. This is going against values of our children and Christian values of America. Bruh, they would not. I mean, I say that. They'd probably make it an R-rated movie. But yeah, bruh, like that movie is so ridiculous. One of the greatest films of all time outside of Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society, Harper.
in those 80s movies, but no one lives in like a fucking 3-bedroom, 1-car garage house, bro.
So palatial estates.
Yeah, fuck, you ever notice that?
Yeah. Yes.
It's always these huge ass fucking houses.
Yeah. Completely unrealistic from what we grew up in.
Real, dude. And they all got fucking. You know what else pisses me off? It's like I can't stand it when someone does something about the 80s and it's all 1980s cars, bruh. Dude, my mom drove that fucking 77 Plymouth station wagon to like 1984. And my dad had that old 75 Impala to about 1983, 1984. Those 70 cars were still around.
Yeah, my mom had a blue Malibu that was like a 74 or 5 maybe.
It was a 2-door?
Yeah, the 2-door Malibu.
It was probably just like the one that your boy drove and Say Anything.
It was she drove, but she had that one until the late 80s when it finally just died on her.
That's what I'm saying. And so, but it's crazy when you look at cars back then, where like if you compare like let's say a 1974 Ford sedan, like a Ford Galaxy, which was your standard Ford sedan, and you compare it to like a 1994 Taurus, it looks like they're from different fucking worlds, bro. They look nothing alike.
Yeah.
But if you compare like a Honda Accord from now to like a 2004 Honda Accord, it's the same size. It's the same. I mean, they look different because fucking one's modernized, but they don't look drastically different.
Yeah, the body styles didn't. I mean, they changed them, but it wasn't like night and day.
Right, that's like the car from Uncle Buck. He drove that old Grand Marquis, and that was like a 76. And then you look at the movie; it came out in 1989. It was only like 12 years old. But like now, fuck, everyone's driving around cars that are 12, 15 fucking years old, bruh. Like fucking Ford Explorers and 4Runners and fucking pickup trucks that are like 15, 20 years old.
Yeah. It's because the new ones are too expensive.
Mm-hmm. Fuck,
yeah.
Bruh. Yeah.
Well, we turned into acid washed memories tonight. Crockett,
no one cares about this shit anyway, Michael.
with our 80s movie talk. Shout out to Joe Murat and Michael Quinn.
You saw someone caught a 6-foot-long bull shark at Lake Pontchartrain?
Yes, I did. I was wondering if that was real.
Yeah, dude, that shit was real.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That was in Lake Pontchartrain. All right, Crockett, did you have anything from Tony Atlas versus Dustin Rhodes?
Well, we have to see the Bulldog finish, which was bullshit.
Medusa's out there scouting.
How many feet is his head off the ground? Let's see if we can count.
Well, this is your boy, man.
Yeah, my boy.
Tony Atlas is your buddy, man. You've worked a ton of shows with him, and you're close with him.
Well, I mean, not close enough to have my foot in his face, but you know.
Come on.
Here it comes.
You sent me a picture the other day, Mike, of Tony Atlas. He's like a
boy. He took a back bump on the Bulldog. I just realized he didn't even go face first. He took a back bump. Watch, Harper. Dustin goes to give him the Bulldog, and he twists around. He took a back bump. Ah, boy. Okay. What were you about to say, Crockett?
Yeah, like it's like a druggie who's kind of like chasing his high. Like he started with the women stepping on his face, and then it was like punching and kicking his face, and now he's just licking and
biting
on shoes or feet.
Yeah,
it's like he's trying to find the next high.
Yeah, it's like wrestling, you know.
He's got a thing for feet. I mean,
using tables. Now they're setting the shit on fire. Now they're using barbed wire. I mean, what else you gonna fucking do, bro? Sick a dog on somebody?
Don't give me any ideas, Harper.
Yeah, what's next?
Don't give me any
How old do you
ideas.
think Tony Atlas was back at that time?
93?
Yeah.
How old was?
Yeah, probably in his early
I'm gonna look.
40s.
Hold on. He was born in 1954. April 23rd, 1954. So that would make him...
Is he 39?
39.
Damn.
He looks older than that, don't he?
Yeah. He looks good for his age.
Well, yeah, because he's jacked and he's...
Yeah.
I mean, even now, he's 70. He don't look 70 when you really see him on those Dark Side episodes. Oh, he looks good. All right. So, yeah, that Bulldog was something else because he literally takes a back... He twisted and took a back bump.
I was really expecting them to show a replay because it's WCW, but they had the good sense not to.
From there, we go to Barry Windham versus Ricky Steamboat. Medusa comes out again, and she's scouting. This is the main event on this week's show.
If I know it pisses me off, I've been looking at this. It says 129. We've been going. I was like, what the? That's how long we've been going for. I'm thinking, fuck, we're almost at the end of this episode. I fucked myself.
What? Well, you can't watch Me Toons because you don't have it. So, yeah, we've been going about an hour and 30. But
okay,
yeah.
guys, we got Ricky Steamboat here versus Barry Windham. So, Crockett, what'd you think about this match?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. What'd you think, Crockett?
Well, first of all, it's a couple weeks into this, and they still haven't included the ring announcer in as that it's the U.S. title contenders tournament. He's still saying it's the U.S. title tournament, which I think maybe it actually becomes that, but not at this point. So they start working the arm. He's working the arm of Steamboat. Barry Windham is, and then Ricky takes it over again. I wanted to point out something at 1:09:15, just showing how good Ricky Steamboat is, where he leaves his body available for his opponent to take advantage, but doesn't make it obvious. So he's got his arm kind of hanging on the rope there, and Barry's like, okay, there we go. So I can do this and do that. So he just gives the heel openings to take advantage of without really kind of making it obvious.
Inconspicuous.
Steamboat is just good.
It's like him and Arn are like that. They know exactly where to be and what to do at all times.
Yeah. So yeah, then from there, Ricky takes over and he starts working Wyndham's arm, and then Windham goes to working Steamboat's leg, and then Steamboat goes to working Wyndham's leg. So this, I mean, if you couldn't tell, this is a long match. What was it, about 15, 16 minutes?
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, maybe closer to 20.
On TV.
Oh yeah, it was great. By the way, Crockett, I wanted to mention one thing. You mentioned the ring announcer; they haven't included him in yet. Remember, this was taped December 14th of '92, so they're definitely not on the same page because the graphic keeps saying it's a #1 contender tournament, but the ring announcer keeps saying it's for the tournament for the U.S. title. So I'm not sure what happened exactly in terms of. Was it originally supposed to be for the title because they knew Rude was going to be hurt or, where he couldn't compete? But it's December 14th. So that's kind of, like, I forget when he got hurt. So, or were they just figuring, all right, he's going to be hurt. We're going to have to just do this for the title. But then they were like, well, maybe he's coming back. So on commentary, because they're voicing over things that happen at Starrcade, like you can tell they taped this after not the matches, but the commentary is taped after Starrcade. Yeah. So I'm thinking that they called an audible and like, well, no, let's call it #1 contender. But then it does end up being for the title. The tournament does. Like it's not #1 contender. It actually ends up being for the title. So it is really confusing. But it's a sign of the times more than anything when stuff wasn't always live and up to date the day you were actually doing it.
Yeah, like nearly a month ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
before the pay-per-view. This is like 2 or 3 weeks after the pay-per-view.
It's 2 weeks before the pay-per-view. That's the thing. Like basically, it was almost 2 weeks before the pay-per-view. This was filmed. So yeah, it's It's kind of crazy when you think about it from that point. All right, the finish. Did you want me to go over it or?
Yeah, no, go.
Yeah, we're watching here. Steamboat with a chop goes to the top rope. Nick Patrick goes flying out the ring. Meanwhile, Steamboat hits a crossbody off the top. He has Windham pinned for a 3 count, but there's no ref. Nick Patrick then sees Windham throw Steamboat over the top rope, and he calls for the DQ on Windham. Steamboat wins, but after the match, Windham keeps attacking Steamboat on the outside, and he slams Steamboat on the floor, then attempted a DDT on the floor until Douglas made the save. Moments later, Dustin, Steve Austin, Pillman, they're also involved in this thing. Everybody's brawling. Long story short, Steamboat's hand is raised at the end due to the DQ, so it's Steamboat and Rhodes. They're saying right now for the number 1 contender for the U.S. title, but it's going to end up being, I believe, for the U.S. title, not contender. And there is that. So from there, we got one more promo, and then we're going to close out, and we're going to rate it and hand out the Rolex and all that good stuff. So I'm going to play that right now. We're going to go to Teddy Long backstage, who is in front of the fake or maybe not fake lockers. Here that is. See, Teddy looks like Stevie Wonder right here.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Live at the Clash of Champions right here on TBS. These two men, Brian Pillman, stunning Steve Austin, you guys will be going for the unified world tag team titles.
Well, everybody knows that Teddy Long, Dragon Steamboat, and Shane Douglas are about to find out is how hungry we are and how we're willing to do whatever it takes to get what we want. So be prepared, because we will get as violent as it takes. I guarantee you, once we step inside the squared circle, it's survival of the fittest.
And what are your comments?
Shut up, Teddy. This week at the Clash, this Wednesday, it's going to be a contest of epic proportions, because Ricky Steamboat and Shane Douglas, you've opened a can of worms that you can't finish. We're going to take those titles from you, and I guarantee you that.
Well, fans, we're just about out of time. Let's go back to Jim Ross and Larry.
That sounds like Stone Cold right there.
Yeah, for real.
That sounded like Stone Cold. Any thoughts on the closing promo, Crockett?
He looks like extremely lean, like almost skinny here.
Yes, he does.
He's not like bulky at all.
Yeah, he's
right.
I don't want to say he's slim, but yeah, from what you end up seeing in like 96 especially, when he like just starts packing it on, he looks like damn near a swimmer right here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, are y'all ready to rate it and hand out the Toot Toot Award?
Yeah.
What about the what is this Thunder Cage? Why, like, all of a sudden this pops up and it's like
the Thunder Cage.
It's
That's
like
what the Thundercats say when you go out of town.
Oh,
because it's called WCW, Crockett.
yeah, like there's no rhyme or reason. It's like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view they used to do. Like they don't really have anything that it's have to have this match and put people in it. Which this Clash, from what I understand, is lots of things end up changing from what we're hearing on this show. But the Thunder, I just don't like out of nowhere. This huge cage match is happening in 2 days.
Yeah, I was going to pull it up and tell you all the participants, but it's not even worth it. Just check out the Patreon when we actually review it, because so much is in flux, and I'll kind of leave it at that. For now, it's almost time to rate it and hand out the Toot Toot. Before we do so, a word from AI Jim Ross.
It's almost time to rate this show and hand out the Rolex or Toot Toot Award. Before the fellas do that, don't forget to become a BTT Patreon member by going to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. When you sign up, you'll get tons of extra shows. There are 400 plus Patreon shows, including video versions of the main shows, the world-class shows with Lance and Mike, the NWA Legacy cast with Sparks and the Lil Fella Half Pint, and the ECW shows with Mike Prue, Rick Beebe, and JV. Don't sleep on the JV Goon Squad. Those guys are great, too. Additionally, Mike and Doc have covered many episodes of Dark Side of the Ring and Tales from the Territories on Vice. You'll also get reviews of all of the Clash of the Champions specials up until where the guys are currently at, and all of the WCW pay-per-views as well through this current time period. All of that and much more for just a few bucks a month. Don't wait. Sign up now and get all of that sweet extra audio gold from the best damn outlaw mud show podcast on the planet.
All right, Crockett. So on that note, what are you going to rate this episode?
Oh man, trying to think. It's regular 2-hour episode. It seems here, so that's not working in its favor.
But Harper talked about Me Toons for 20 minutes.
I guess I'll give this a B. I mean, the main event, they gave him time, but wasn't quite my cup of tea. A lot of exchange and holds and rest holds and arm bars and figure fours and stuff like that. Wasn't exactly blowing my doors off. I guess I'll give it a B.
All right. I'm going to go B as well. What are you giving it, Harper?
I'll give it a B. It was good stuff, you know.
And we talked about License to Drive and
License to Drive and Problem Child.
Me Toons.
Me Toons.
Maybe not. You're still upset.
What the fuck?
Okay, Crockett, who gets the Toot Toot Award?
Well, it's not the guy who's running Me Toons, that's for sure.
That's right. It's not them, it's the goddamn, it's the local station. That's the fucking asshole. Fuck.
Bro, I'll never forget when Harper, the first time he started cutting a promo, he's getting mad. And he's like, bro, we not getting Me Toons. And Doc is like,
no,
you're not getting what? What are you talking about? And Harper goes, Me Toons, bruh. And Doc's like, you ain't got to get hot at me. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, Harper, you got to tell him what you're mad about. He has no clue what Me Toons is. You need to explain it. So then he starts explaining it. It was great because Doc had no clue what Me Toons was. I had heard about it because I had talked to Harper. But Doc was Harper's getting all swole up in the chest and getting mad and yelling at Doc, and Doc don't have nothing to do with it. Huh. All right. Who's getting a Toot Toot?
I guess I'm going to give it to Barry. He had the good segment with Problem Child, Tony Schiavone, and he had, pretty decent main event match. So I'll give it to Windham. The stalker.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give it to Barry Windham. Harper, who are you giving it to?
I'm going to that fake locker collapsing.
Look at it. It looks like they haphazardly put it back up for this final promo.
You see, that's what I thought, but I think one of the doors is open.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
But if you look behind Brian Pillman, it looks fucked up.
Yeah.
It looks a little bent, huh?
Yeah, for real.
It's Cactus's head.
Well, Harper, before we get out of here, have you gotten any questions lately in email?
No. I got Spectrum cable? No, huh?
I have Spectrum Internet.
Oh, okay, because it's on Spectrum in Dallas.
It's still perusing the website, I see.
Bro, I click on this a couple times a goddamn day, just like this false hope.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. I'm not even going to throw it to Harper to ask him if he's got anything else, because we're just going to get another Me Toons rant right now. So, Crockett, before we get out of here and wrap this show up, anything else from you? Anything going on in the WPAN feed? I appreciate you doing 3 of the last 4 shows, if my calculations are correct.
Yes.
Thank you so much for filling in for Doc, who couldn't make it on multiple occasions here. Anything going on with the WPAN these days, or anything?
It's been a hell of a July here hanging out with you guys. No, nothing much is going on. Might have an announcement a little bit in the future, but for now, just kind of hanging out and watching WCW Saturday Night with you. And hopefully we can get to the Blackjack Brawl before long, before the summer's out.
I got to get that watched, but I also got to get look, the 3 of us got to do Weird Science. I'm sorry. We got
All right.
I could do it without even watching it. The only thing I would need to watch it for is I need to get some timestamps, because there's certain scenes in it that you have to play. and get the audio for. Like when he's in the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just fast, man. Let me tell you, man. Like it's there's moments in that movie that are just burned into my mind forever. So like I gotta find those timestamps. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll go find some timestamps. But I feel like we got
with these big old titties.
Need me in the nuts, the family jewels.
Worst place there is.
She did what?
She did what? The 8th grader with the big old titties. Oh, nice. You called her on the telephone?
What's that?
On the telephone? You gotta explain it.
You don't need the clips, Mike. You don't need the clips. Just Harper reenact them all.
She's in a maracas, Dino. That movie is ridiculous, man. Anyway, I don't know. I got to get that watch, but we do need to get the Blackjack Brawl into. So much to get done, but yeah, appreciate it. So we've been hearing about this, maybe an announcement coming up for months now. So it's kind of like Tony Khan at this point, Crockett.
Well, I mean, I don't make announcements every week and say nothing. I just build anticipation for the one big announcement.
There is a difference. Point taken.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, on that note, Crockett, if you ain't got nothing else, I'm going to throw to Harper. Harper, hit the tagline.
Book it, biatch.
Harper's crying broke after AI Bill Watts fined him $69,000 and banned the Coyote. And we keep hearing that you all want Harper to answer questions on the main show. Harper is ready to take your questions. Grab a pen and paper because here comes some directions. If you want your question or questions answered, first send Harper $5 per question to his PayPal at cc30388cc@yahoo.com. After you send Harper that sweet, sweet cheddar, email your question or questions to Chris Harper, 16wildcat@gmail.com. That's wildcat with a K, and bookingtheterritory@gmail.com. Also, make sure you state in your email what your name is and what your PayPal address is that you sent the money from. Remember, one question for $5. Kids, get your parents' permission before sending your cheddar and emailing your questions. Lastly, if you missed the PayPal or email addresses, check the show notes and description for the details. Congratulations on making it to the end of this week's show. Don't forget to send your comments about what the guys discussed tonight to Luke Hawks on Facebook and on Twitter or X or whatever the piss they call it now. The rumor is Luke likes answering BTT fan mail. Also, do the guys a solid by liking the show's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. And don't forget to like and retweet or repost the show on all social media platforms. Lastly, become a BTT patron member where you get tons of extra shows. You can join at tinyurl.com/BTT Patreon. Until next week, so long, everybody.